All right, hello amazing students. We're going to be going over section 4C, Residuals. This is in your chapter 5 quiz review. Okay, so follow along. Here we go. Here is section 4C, Residuals. Of course, this is a standard that many of us can practice and do really well on. So here we go. Follow along. This is what the quiz basically essentially looks like pretty much every time. So if you follow along, you should be doing fine at this. All right, follow along. Here we go. Below is the data on the number of hours per week people spend at the gym and their maximum bench press, as well as the LSRL and correlation coefficient for 10 people. Okay, so as you can see, there's a scatter plot for these people. These are just 10 random people that they, kind of surveyed and were able to get their data from. There's a line that goes through it. I'm going to just draw that red line. That's going to be our LSRL equation, our prediction equation. So I'm going to go ahead and write this down. This is our prediction equation. So anytime I have to use the prediction for the residuals, I'm going to try to use the equation unless it's already given to us. Okay, so for number 1, we're going to be using this table and also our equation to come up with some predictions. Number 1, use the LSRL provided to calculate the residual for person F. Show your work. Okay, so really quick, I'm going to circle data for person F. If you're looking at the graph, it'd probably be this one, 6, 7, 8. I think it's this one right there. Okay. All right, so for the residual equals actual minus predicted. What's the actual for the actual value for person F? The y value. The actual y value is 215. The predicted is when we have to use the equation. So I'm going to take this x value, the 8, and I'm going to go ahead and plug in the number 8 into this equation to get a prediction. So what that is going to it's going to allow me to do is come up with a prediction. So 8.620 times 8.620 times 8 plus 151. I'm going to go ahead and put that number into my calculator and see what prediction would come out. Okay, the predicted value would be 219.96. That means the dot right there is going to be 219.96. That is going to be my prediction. So 219.96. Now, if I just go ahead and follow these steps of subtracting the predicted from the actual, or actual minus predicted, I will get the residual. The residual tells me if my my dot right here is above or below the line and how far below or above the line it is. So if I do 215 minus 219.96, I will get negative 4.96. And you could say pounds if you wanted to. It's the y values. Okay. So real quick, what do? We took the actual for student F, which was, person F, which is 215, and we subtracted the prediction, which the prediction came from the equation by plugging in the number 8. Okay. So that's for person F. All right, what does the residual mean? If it's negative, it's below the line. As you can see, it is below the line there, that dot. If it's positive, it's above the line. So the residual for person F tells us they can bench press 4.96 pounds below, and here's the key word, predicted. Okay, that's all it is they can bench press 4.96 below average or below predicted. Okay, so you could say average or predicted, whichever one comes to mind for the test. Okay, so for number 2, person G's predicted max bench press is 237.2. Okay, this one's already done for us. Okay, so I'm going to use the color blue here. Person G, we're going to go ahead and write this down as residual equals, same thing here, actual minus predicted. Now this one is again easier because it's already giving us the prediction from the LSRL. They did all the work for us, so this becomes an easier problem. The actual, let me go ahead and fix this, it's going to be in blue. I'm sorry about that. The actual for student G was 245, the actual Y value. The predicted Y value was 237.2. Okay, so if we find student G, we're talking about this section right here, student G, where they had a 10 hours in the gym. They're above the line. So let's just see how far above the line it is. 245 minus 237.2. That gives us 7.8 pounds. That's the residual. Meaning, this person can lift 7.8 pounds above predicted. Okay? So, person G, or they, I'll just say they, can bench press, I'll just say lift. They can lift 7.8 pounds, LBS or pounds, above average or predicted. Okay? Now, number 3 is going to be an opinion-based question. It's always an opinion-based question. Would you rather be above the line or below the line? Would you rather be able to lift more than predicted or less than predicted? Some people say, oh, I'm right here. I can lift way less than somebody that has 15 hours in the gym. Or would you rather be above the line, where you can lift way more than predicted? It's an opinion-based question. So let's see what the answer key does say for this one. The answer key does say answers will vary. That means your opinion might be different. So just an example would be, I would want a positive residual because you have to explain to get the credit for this. I want to be able to lift more than average or more than predicted. Okay, and what this actually means is if let's just say I did 5 hours a week, would you want to be able to lift more or less than another person who can put in 5 hours a week? So for this one, you can also say I would want a positive residual because I'd want to lift more for less time in the gym. Okay, so answers will vary for that one, but mainly this is the idea. Can you go ahead and do actual minus predicted, where actual comes from the table and predicted comes from the equation, plugging in number from the equation. Okay, so that's it. Have a good one.